the first night. The first nights are never usually that bad in any of the games, so I just, oh god! It's horrifying. So, I gotta shut down the rooms that Popgoes goes into, right?
That should do it. Hey, glad to see you're working there. The name's Fritz, and welcome to the Popgoes Pizzeria, the next generation of kids' entertainment. As you already know, you'll be guarding this place until 6 in the morning, and as your boss, I'm obliged to help you understand your job and the tools you'll be allowed to use during the shift. So, first things first, I've got to be honest, your current setup might not be very optimal, so to say. I didn't have time to prepare a designated room for you in the location, so you'll just have to manage with using one of the internet cafe monitors near the stage, next to the gang. Don't start complaining just yet, but I set a nice spot near the window for you. Even brought a fan. Anyway, the phone you have in your hand, it's usually used by kids during the day for games and whatnot, but I've sorted out a security application that only activates during the night, which is when you're here, obviously. Everything you'll ever need for your job is ready to use. Go on, press some buttons. You can check all the rooms with set cameras that are connected online, and the ventilation system too. Alright, I know what you're thinking. First night on the job, I'm rambling a bit, it's a lot to take in. And yes, I know there are a bunch of anthropomorphic plastic animals around you, watching you work. Trust me when I say I know how that feels. Your imagination might get a tad bit out of control. Stress does that to you. But don't worry, you're completely safe here. I've built this place from the ground up to be one of the most transparent, honest, and safest places on Earth. Unlike some other businesses. If you ever start feeling anxious, looking out the window or just, taking a look outside should calm you. That tends to work for me at least. Right, back to the anthropomorphic animals. I'm sure you've already guessed by now that these are our animatronic characters. Top of the line technology. Honestly, the name animatronic doesn't do them justice. They're more like multi-purpose robots. They can be programmed to do anything I can think of. They pretty much run this place now. Of course, again, they are completely harmless. They aren't physically capable of hurting anybody. Made sure of that myself.
Are you sure about that?
I think I might be going on too long. Last thing on the list. You may have noticed that this is a pre-recorded message, which means if you want to ask a question, you won't get an answer. But hey, to fix that, I've given you some options. I stayed up all night to set up a simple Q&A system to go with your app. When this call ends, you will get 3 topics to choose from, and when you select one of them, another audio message of mine will play to help explain whatever you want to know more about. Quite nifty, right? Obviously not quite as much freedom as a normal phone call, but it'll have to do for now. Well, that's it for your first night. Check those cameras and don't forget to take a breather once in a while, right? Your 3 options should appear now. Alright. You want to learn more about your job, that's good. Well, as you might have noticed, you can reset any electronic or wireless connections in 6 of the pizzeria's rooms.
Oh, he's already out.
Using your phone's room shutdown button. I added this feature to your phone to ease the job of having to fix any tech-related problems that might crop up during your shift. So you don't have to go there and manually fix it. So if you see the printers going awry or something, just push that button and wait a few seconds for all the systems to go back online. Bear in mind, technical faults almost never happen here, so I really doubt you'll need to use it that much. Oh, and don't worry about breaking any machinery or something. They'll just go back to doing their normal activities once the shutting down procedure is complete, which is about 5 to 10 seconds long. Alright, well, that's your first night. I'll do the same thing for you tomorrow. You know what to do. Good night, kid.
I think I got a basic grasp on things. I believe Popgoes is the only one active on this particular night. But I could be wrong. I can't let him build his buddy. Oh, is he right there? I can't see him. I don't see him. There he is. I almost didn't see him there. It's 3 a.m. I think I got a basic grasp of things. I almost didn't see him there. The thing about this game is I don't know how any of the other characters work. Ah, crap. He almost got away from me there. He almost got away from me there. Because if I remember correctly, the Squirrel Sisters go into the vents and they are deterred by heat. I think that's how that works. And then Stone the Crow is kind of like how Golden Freddy works with like you can't stare at him for too long, otherwise your panic meter goes up. I think that's how that works. I could be wrong. And then there's other characters that I'm not entirely sure of. Okay, you really like room 3. It's 5 a.m. Just waiting for the 6 a.m. Just bomb, 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 bomb. Hello, hello. Good evening. Wait, was that him? I should panic, huh? Okay, this is the longest hour ever. Turn the damn hour! Which FNAF am I playing? Popgoes right now. There we go. Okay, we have the Atari minigame, right? WASD in space. I don't know what that does for me. Hello, hello. Good evening, good evening. So, I believe Balloon Boy is down this way. Oh, hello. Okay, maybe not. I don't know if the minigame cuts out on me or if I have to find a certain room or a certain character. There's the cupcake. Okay, nothing here. Let's head this way. Let's go to the left this time. Doesn't seem... Okay, there's a guitar. I don't know what those noises are. Do I want to know? There's a microphone. Where do I need to go? I have to find Balloon Boy, I believe. I don't think I went this way. There's a Balloon Boy sign right there. Here we go. There's his hat and the balloons, and he's in here. Hi, bud. Hi. Oh, just jumping right straight into the second night. Okay. I do not know if the Squirrel Sisters are active on this night. These two. I'm already panicking. Probably because he's already on his way over here.
Right, here again. Second night. Hope you've gotten used to your job by now, pressing buttons on a phone. You'll have trouble finding a job that actually requires you to be on one of those. Anyway, I expect efficient use of that phone here. Oh, and I'll let you know now, don't start slacking off. I'm paying attention. After your first week is done, I'll be doing a review of your progress to see if you are fit to continue or not. If you do your job especially well, I might even give you a bonus. But I guess there isn't even that much for you to do. I know I haven't given you much to work with just yet, as this is just the test run. But there is something for you to do in case you get bored, I suppose. Since, well, I'm not going to treat you like those robots behind you. So we're entering the winter time. I imagine you'll be working just next week, so it's going to get pretty darn cold for you. And I'm sure you've already noticed this from yesterday. I don't know. I have given you access to the ventilation system, which means you should be able to turn on the heating grids once in a while to warm up the place. They'll stay on for about a minute probably, but that's long enough, right? Bear in mind the vents go around the perimeter of the building, so I'm sure you'll figure it out. Well, that should keep you entertained. God, I hope you're as easily pleased as I am. That's all for tonight. Oh, wait, now it's your turn to talk. Here you go. Ah, yes, as I said, you're only allowed to have them run in 1-minute bursts. It's not that I don't trust you, make mistakes, right? These things overheat if they're left on for long periods of time, and I can't risk that. We all know what happened to that attraction last year.
Oh God.
I remember I worked with a similar problem. You know, being under constraints like that.
They're already out.
I don't know.
Help.
He was fine. I was fine. I'm sure you will be too. Nothing dangerous about vents.
And he already has a piece.
What am I saying?
Awesome.
Check on the heat sometimes. Yes, you'll have limited use over it, and I'm sorry about that. Right. See you tomorrow.
Oh wait, did he not get a piece? Did I actually get him in time? Oh, apparently I did. That's not what I meant to do. Again, that is not what I meant to do. Like, I always hit the wrong button. Okay, I gotta look out the window. Stone the Crow is being a really big duty head. I don't understand. No, stop. Hit the wrong button. I should panic, probably. That'd be good for my health. I was about to say, where'd you go? There you are. Thank you for coming to me. This is tricky. I feel like I'm doing something right, but I don't entirely know. Oh, I almost panicked. I was not paying attention to my panic meter. I think I'm doing something right, but I do not know. I feel like I'm also doing something wrong. Get out of my face. I don't even know why we even have that camera. I think he turns at me at one point. He turns to me. Hello, bud. If it could just be these three, that'd be nice. Just have to deal with 3 animatronics. I know I have to deal with Stone the Crow and somebody else, but I don't remember who. I'm about to teleport away so I can shut down the room because I need to look out the window. God, the ambiance is so creepy. Why is it so creepy? There we go. 2 nights down. I'm getting the hang of it. It's just that it's going to introduce a completely new mechanic on the next night. And it's not entirely clear to me what that is yet. I believe this character's name is Saffron. Or one of the Squirrel Sisters' name is Saffron. The other one I'm not entirely sure of. So who are we looking for this time around? Because this way leads to Balloon Boy. Do we need to go find Balloon Boy again? No, because it's blocked. Oh, such a crick in the neck. Nothing in here. What is the point of the space bar? Is there a point? Yeah, the walls are different here. There's a guitar again. So I was playing through my Popgoes a couple weeks ago. There's a video on the channel. the lore in that game is really interesting because apparently it's like Popgoes kind of like inherited like Freddy's top hat, and after the restaurant closed, this is the only way I can go. But it's also interesting. See, there's the hat. It's also interesting because the game takes place in the UK, as far as I'm aware of, or like one of the locations is in the UK. But Toy Freddy. But for some reason, it's really weird because if Popgoes takes place in the UK, how did Freddy get to the UK? Or how did Popgoes get to the US? Because Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is in Utah. Right? And he's already out. Awesome. Okay,
Right.
pick up.
Hello again. I think I should start off this call by pointing out that I actually made a mistake in my previous message, which was yesterday's main recording for you. I said that the heaters in the vents stayed on for a minute when you turned them on. In reality, I made it closer to like 9 seconds or something.
Now he's here.
Sorry about
I believe his name is Blake.
Not a huge mistake, but I should own up to it anyway. It's one of the only things I haven't got written down. I should actually make a note of it now, I suppose. I'm kind of tired right now. I've been doing all these calls in one take, so I've just noticed it. Such a huge difference.
Oh, they're
too.
gone.
1 minute should be 10 seconds to you. I'm an idiot sometimes. Hey, now that you've been here for 2 nights, correct? Beginning your 3rd one now, yes? Tell me, what do you think about the place? The pizzeria, I mean. It's real special. Let me tell you, during the day you can really feel it. The fantasy, the fun, the safety, you know? Kids can run
Frick
down
off,
walls
man.
created by the characters. They gather around and sing with them on the stage. They build and print out.
And I missed him because this douchebag just decided to appear everywhere. Just kill me, man.
Makes them feel grown up. Makes them feel special, you know? I remember this kid one day. Totally heartwarming. There was this kid. He was running around and somehow managed to open one of the locked rooms. The server room, I think it was. And he started messing around in there. Well, I was in my office, like always, and I see this kid on the camera. I start to get a little worried. Here we go again, I'm saying to myself.
Yeah, you got a
I was
piece.
about to go get him sorted out myself, but right then, as I'm taking my jacket off, Blake, that badge character to your left, gets in the room with the kid and starts to play a little game using the server room's monitor. Have you know the game Simon Says? Well, it was like that. He just turned it. Hold on now. I'll sort the rest out later. I'll leave this message here. The option should be up for you now. Sorry about this. Oh, you don't know what to say.
I didn't even see it because...
That's alright, no matter. For a quick explanation, it's a game where someone shows you a colour, like, green, yellow, red, and you have to repeat the same colour back to them. Sometimes there are multiple colours which you need to repeat in the same order back, but in the case of Blake and the boy, who was quite young, it was only one. Sorry if that wasn't that good of an explanation, but it's just...
I'm gonna die because...
During the day, you
This
can play it on
stupid
one of the monitors here with that panel in front of you.
dipshit
It's a bit more
is
complicated than just
everywhere.
colour appearing on a screen, but same concept. They use the phone for that too. That's children's stuff though. Don't let me down with you playing games during your shift. Speaking of work, you should get back to it. See you tomorrow.
Well, I'm gonna die. More than likely. I don't understand why he's appearing more and more and more and more, and I can't find Popgoes. Ah, frick. Bye. I'm dead. I panicked. And the game froze, so... Who's gonna kill me? You. Alright. I don't quite understand why Stone the Crow was appearing like constantly. Like every single camera that I was looking at, Stone the Crow was there. So I could not for the life of me find Popgoes. The first 2 nights of this game, I was having no issues. But then Stone the Crow, for some reason, just decides to be a dick and like appear constantly. So I panicked constantly. And I didn't have time to look through the cameras because I needed to look out the window to bring my panic meter down. That was rough. Alright, let's continue. This time, I'm actually gonna choose the option I want to choose instead of it just being stupid, because I was looking at the cameras and I accidentally hit a thing. I don't like how the cameras are on the phone, but also you get a phone call on the phone and you get options to click. So if I'm looking through the cameras, you have to stop for a second and you have to, he's already here.
Right. Hello again. I think I should start off this call by pointing out that I actually made a mistake in my previous message, which was yesterday's main recording for you. I said that the heaters in the vents stayed on for a minute when you turned them
They're
on.
on their way out.
In reality, I made it closer to like 9 seconds or something, so sorry about that. Not a huge mistake, but I should own up to it anyway. It's one of the only things I haven't got written down. I should actually make a note of it now, I suppose. I'm kind of tired right now. I've been doing all these calls in one take, so I've just noticed it. Such a huge difference,
Come on,
too.
bud. Teleport.
1 minute should be 10 seconds. Jeez, I'm an idiot sometimes. Hey, now that you've been here for 2 nights, correct? Beginning your 3rd one now, yes? Tell me, what do you think about the place? The pizzeria, I mean. It's real special. Let me tell you, during the day you can really feel it. The fantasy, the fun, the
No,
safety,
stop.
you know? Kids can run down the halls and be greeted by the characters. They gather around and sing with them on the stage. They build and print out these figurines like posable toys. And of course they get to paint them, coat them in a binding agent, etc. It makes them feel grown up. It makes them feel special, you know? I remember this kid one day, totally heartwarming. There was this kid, he was running around and somehow managed to open one of the locked rooms, the server room I think it was, and he started messing around in there. Well, I was in my office like always, and I see this kid on the camera. I start to get a little worried. Here we go again, I'm saying to myself, and I was about to go get him sorted out myself, but right then, as I'm taking my jacket off, Blake, that badger character to your left, gets in the room with the kid and starts to play a little game using the server room's monitor. Have you know the game Simon Said? But it was like that, he just turned it. Hold on now. I'll sort the rest out later. I'll leave this message here. The option should be up for you now. Sorry about this. Yes, the story. Sorry about before. I had to take care of something.
Hi, bud.
Well, I don't exactly remember where I left off, but the kid ended up liking Blake quite a lot. The rest of the day, he just kept pressing
I don't know where
the
the sisters
yellow one
went.
to the left of the monitors to get
There
them
they
to come
are.
closer and play their game. It's moments like those that can make you smile, you know?
Come on,
Getting to
Heat.
use these characters to make people as happy as they've made me. It's
Come
really
on,
awesome.
Heat.
At least, I hope you feel the same way. I know you aren't here during the day.
Okay, that was
so
weird. There
I
was an
suppose you have
ice
to take my word for it
crow.
when I say it's great. And the kid I mentioned has been a loyal customer since. Though I don't really like using that word. See you tomorrow.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. They're above me. There's too much going on for my liking. I don't like that. I don't like how there's just too much. Like, night 3 should not be this chaotic, because you have to deal with Popgoes. You have to deal with the 2 sisters. You have to deal with Stone the Crow. And for... I don't know what Blake does. He's over to my left. I see him sitting in a chair. But I think he, like, comes up to you at one point, if I remember correctly. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this night. Like, the first 2 nights were not that bad. It was a rhythm game. It's like, night 1 was just Popgoes, and then the sisters were added on night 2. You just had to keep them in place. But there's just too much going on. It's like, if Stone the Crow wasn't popping up so much, I think I would have a better grasp of this. But since he's popping up constantly and making me panic, I don't have time to look at the cameras. Okay, let's try again. If I don't get it through on this night, I'm just going to stop. Because this is annoying. I wasn't even listening to the phone call, like the question or whatever. Because I was too focused on... finding the dudes.
I think I should start off this call by pointing out that I actually made a mistake in my previous message, which was yesterday's main recording for you. I said that the heaters in the vents stayed on for a minute when you turned them
on their way out.
In reality, I've made it closer to like 9 seconds or something, so sorry about that. Not a huge mistake, but I should own up to it anyway.
Yeah, Blake
is over
here.
One of the only things I haven't got written down. I should actually make a note of it now, I suppose. I'm kind of tired right now. I've been doing all these calls in one take, so I've just noticed it. Such a huge difference, too. 1 minute should be 10 seconds. Geez, I'm an idiot sometimes. Hey, now that you've been here for...
Like I was like, 1 minute should be 10 seconds. Yeah, that's not even remotely what you said.
The pizzeria, I mean. It's real special. Let me tell you,
I almost didn't see you there for a
really
second.
feel it. The fantasy, the fun, the safety, you know? Kids can run down the halls and be greeted by the characters. They gather around and sing with them on the stage. They build and print out these figurines like posable toys.
There you are.
And of course they get to paint them, coat them in binding agent, etc.
Nope.
It makes them feel
Get
grown
back.
up. It makes them feel special, you know? I remember this kid one day. Totally heartwarming. There was this kid. He was running around and somehow managed to open one of the locked rooms. The server room, I think it was. And he started messing around in there. Well, I was in my office, like always, and I see
He's
this kid
behind
on the
me.
counter.
He got a
I started to get a
piece.
little worried. Now here we go again, I'm saying to myself. And I was about to go get him sorted out myself, but right then, as I'm taking my jacket off, Blake, that badger character to your left, gets in the room with the kid and starts to play a little game using the server room's monitor. Have you know the game Simon Says? Well, it was like
Who
that.
is causing me to panic so much?
Oh, hold on now. I'll sort the rest out later. I'll leave this message here. The options should be up for you now. Sorry about this. Nothing major, really. My brother was just asking me who I was talking to. I've told you about him, right? The order of these calls might be a bit confusing later. It depends on how I organise them. Right, speaking of the order, I think I'll also leave an option to finish off that story I was telling you about. And this one should be to explain why I left, just so you don't get suspicious that I'm hiding anything from you. As I said on the first night, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible with my business here, so covering stuff up from my employees obviously wouldn't do. Right, I think that's it for tonight. Good luck on your shift.
Again, I was not paying attention to anything he said because I was too focused on... Where the frick is he? Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Just kill me, man. I'm dead. Anybody? Yeah, bye, man. Yeah. Okay.